My name's Chas Bruns, and I travel the world in search of the cheapest food, hostels, transportation, and tours so you don't have to. Which means you're going to get to find out some of the best places in the world to eat, some of the best people in the world to meet,
howdy, partner,
and where to go to have a damn good time. And the best part is, I'm going to show you how to do it all dirt cheap. Are you looking for a specialty pizza with the finest ingredients and freshest dough? Well, look no further than Angelo's Pizzeria in Bangor, Maine. Tell the owner Nico that Chas sent you. He'll treat you right. I'm flying in on a prop plane to Roatan, Honduras. It's just off the mainland and takes about an hour to get there. Most people like to fly direct, but I kind of like small prop planes. They're just a little bit more exciting. Once you get into Roatan, you're going to have to take a $30 cab. Sorry, Uber doesn't exist here yet. Support the local cabbies. We're headed to Captain Van's Scooter Rentals in West Bay. It's a great way to see the island, and it costs $185 to have a scooter for the week. And now I'm headed over to check in at Georphi's. $25 a night gets you a private bed with a shared bathroom and kitchen. It also comes with a sweet treehouse-style deck, guarded by rather lazy house cats. But can you blame them? They're on island time. Speaking of island time, it's time to eat. And luckily for me, C Level Pizzeria is right in front of the hotel.
C Level here in West End, where we make the best pizza with the fresh ingredients. And my buddy gonna come back and film me while I'm making the dough. So what you say? Huh? Stay tuned. Oh yeah.
He's not lying. They make some damn good pizza. Pizza starts at $3 a slice. I went with vegetarian, trying to be healthy. Except for the $2 beers, of course. This is the view across from the pizzeria. Not too shabby. No shirt, no shoes, eating pizza, drinking beer. Life's good. On the way back to my room, I found this crab. I asked him where he was going, but he wouldn't tell me. Wasn't much of a talker, so I let him go. Now it's time for some Honduras facts. It's home to the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef. The official language is Spanish, and the population is 9.1 million people. I woke up and walked around the hostel, checking out all the buildings and amenities, and I found a parrot. And he was awesome. But as with any parrot, don't go sticking your fingers in the cage, because they will bite if they get a chance. For breakfast, I walked down the street to Por Qué No. They serve Mediterranean food overlooking the ocean. I started out with an iced coffee for $3. I followed up my massive iced coffee with a couscous salad for $3.99. And after my delicious breakfast on the beach, I strapped on my helmet and headed out on the open road to see what I could find. On top of this windy hill, I found a flea market. At $10, the sunglasses were a little out of my price range, but she almost talked me into this $5 slingshot. But what really caught my attention was the free rum across the street, the Roatan Rum Company. Don't mind if I do. When they say free samples of rum, they don't mean one tiny shot. You can try all 5 flavors. Thought I'd try out the chocolate flavor first. I've got room to try out one more.
Coconut, man. It's good.
While you're there, why not top it off with some free rum cake samples? It was so good, I gave it the double thumbs up. If you're a fan of the rum, grab a drink on their back patio. The view won't let you down. And now let me introduce you to Milton.
Hey guys, welcome to the island of Roatan. Okay, I hope you're having a wonderful vacation. I hope you're enjoying yourself. If you're looking for something to snack on, okay, come and check out the French fry place, GIS place. Okay, this is called the GIS place right here, where we got the best organic French fries in the house, guys. Okay, if you come to the island of Roatan, you better not leave here the island without trying my GIS fries. Okay, organic delicious. Come and check us out. It will be my pleasure you check me out here. My name is Milton Gabriel Dominguez, okay guys? You know, I would love to have all you guys from Maine back here on my island, okay? And make sure, once you get here, make sure you spend all your money. Yeah, cheers, man. Check this out. Right there, baby. Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
After a fabulous lunch with Milton, I headed over to meet my friend Danny at Bananarama. She's also from Bangor, Maine, so when I found out she was here on vacation, I told her I'd swing by to bug her. She's hanging out at the bar with her dad, Anthony. But since I started out the day drinking rum, I figured I should head down to the beach and drink some coconut water. For a coconut fresh off the tree, as well as 2 beef empanadas, it was $5.
Hey guys, welcome to Roatan, Honduras. This is Chris, better known as Chris the Negotiator. And come here to Roatan where the weather is warm, such as the locals' hospitality. And I'm sending Chas and Danny today on the Sunset Catamaran tour. They're gonna have a great time. They're gonna go and snorkel at 2 pristine locations, pass by and see the mangrove tunnels and the dolphins. Book yourself a plane ticket and come here. You know, show you guys what the real Roatan is about and show you guys the amazing, pristine beauty that needs to be seen here. I look forward to seeing you. And by the way, look me up on YouTube. I am under Roatan, amazing beach radio voice personality. That's right, that's Chris the Negotiator. I am he is I. I look forward to seeing you. Have a good day.
Chris the Negotiator didn't really have to talk me into it. I was an easy sell. I mean, come on, an all-you-can-eat and drink cruise. I guess I'll have just one more. And you get all this for $45 a person. And once the sales go up, this baby really gets cruising.
Free drink.
Free nachos, free chicken, free chips. It's worth the money.
We had a blast. But don't worry, if booze isn't your thing, there's lots of other stuff to check out. Like this pod of dolphins. Pretty sweet. And snorkeling in the coral reef. Or swimming in general. They give you complimentary snorkel gear, and they also give complimentary fried chicken to the fish. They seem to like it. I'm just glad they're not eating me. After we finished snorkeling, we headed back to West Bay to check out the sunset. And sunsets are great on their own, but they're even better when you're on a boat. Starting out the day with a Honduran baleada. And pretty much wherever you eat in the West End, you're gonna have a view of the ocean. I headed to the upper deck of Calelu's grocery store. Flour tortilla, beans and cheese for $1. After breakfast, I hopped back on my mechanical stallion and headed out on the open road. I found a building resembling a lighthouse and decided to go in it. The owner said it's free to come check out the view, but he'd love it if you bought a beer or a soda. After a couple flights of stairs, you come to this. Birds were flying everywhere. Speaking of wildlife, let's head over to Victor's monkey business. So I just found out 5 minutes down the road from where I'm staying is a sloth sanctuary. I'm gonna go hold some baby sloths. Woohoo! If you can't tell, I really like my scooter, and I really like sloths. This is gonna be great. For $10 at Victor's monkey business, you get to hold the sloths. And yes, they are just as cute and cuddly as you've always imagined. This is Betty the sloth. Contrary to what I've been told, she didn't smell and her fur was really soft. I stole a kiss, but Betty wasn't interested. I think she was a bit distracted by the beautiful sloths she saw in the reflection of my camera lens. Check out those claws. It's a good thing Betty can only move about 0 miles per hour, or I'd probably be buying a new camera. The staff told me the babies were too young to let the public handle them, but I had a great time with Betty. And in case you're wondering, they eat the trumpet leaf and eucalyptus. And yeah, they look damn cute while they do it. Oh yeah, for that $10, you also get access to all the other animals. Meet Pablo. He's 7.5 and he likes sunflower seeds. Pablo's my new best friend. Looking back on it, he was probably just using me to get to the treats. But I don't blame you, Pablo. I'd probably do the same thing. These guys are the yellow and black-beaked toucan, and they can live to be over 60 years old.
This is Dora, and she's asleep because they're nocturnal.
Kinkajous like to sleep all day long. We must have some distant relatives in common.
This guy's Diego. He's smelling my head. He's probably smelling the monkey that was just on me. Macaw.
I've never been able to get this close to any of these animals. It was awesome.
I've always wanted to be a pirate. This is probably the closest I'm gonna get. Mary, the Amazon parrot.
My name is Dean. The iguana that you guys saw that he just filmed over there, that's one of our #1 delicacy food here. And it tastes like conch meat, not like chicken. That's right.
If it really tastes like a conch shell, I'd be willing to give it a try. But these ones aren't big enough. And they're not for eating. They're gonna live long, healthy lives. We couldn't go inside to pet the deer because their babies were only 3 weeks old. Cute little Bambis. Victor's Monkey Business is also known for their awesome zip lines. I don't have time for it today, but if you want to do it, it's an additional $35. Alright, time to grab some gas for the scooter at Petrosun. I'm spending $1 on gas and getting a 63-cent pastelito. Add a little hot sauce and it's good to go. Not a bad lunch for 63 cents. But I'm not full yet. Let's head over to the Mayak Chocolate Museum and eat some free samples. It's free to go inside and they show a cool history of how Mayan chocolate was made. It's actually quite a process to make it. I just like to eat the stuff. I'll leave it up to them to make it for me.
This is milk chocolate, 45% with chiles.
If you like the samples, make sure to take a bar home with you. But I'm just going to enjoy the freebies for now.
So we also make white chocolate that comes from cocoa butter. Yes, this is 35% white chocolate. 65% cacao bean. This is 85%.
Oh man, top of the line 85% pure Mayan chocolate. Delish. I dig this place. Museum, souvenirs, and you can even watch them make it. Alright, enough sweets. Time for a workout. Not really a workout. More like a leisurely hike through the Carambola Gardens. For $10 you can walk the trails and even climb up a small mountain. There's over 40 acres connected by bridges and walking paths. There's a lot to see here. Please forgive my pronunciation. They have cashew trees, soursop, carambola, which is starfruit, hardwoods like Spanish cedar, teak, cordia, carrito, and among the natives they have hog plum, gumbalimbo, trumpet tree, tita, and masaca, to name a few. There were also a lot of butterflies, but the punks wouldn't sit still long enough for me to film them. Therefore, I have no idea what type of butterfly this is. He must have been on a mission. Didn't stop to rest even once. Also found this black one with some white and red spots, but he wouldn't sit still either. So I decided to head up the mountain and check out the view. And quite the view it was. Even had some benches with a deck. It would make a great picnic spot.
Beautiful.
Just a few minutes down the road from here is the Roatan Museum. Let's go take a look. They got all kinds of cool stuff, from marine life to the history of Roatan. Good thing turtles don't like to eat humans. That bite would hurt. But not as much as this guy. Or even one of these guys. Honestly, I don't think I want to get bitten by anything in the ocean. They also had some sponges and coral. Found a cool little ceramic head from around 600 AD. They also had a lot of ancient art and pottery. And my favorite part about the museum is you get to see all of this for $1. Time for dinner with Danny. We're heading to Sunset Hideaway because they've got 3 lobster tails on special for $17. Considering restaurants back home charge between $25 to $30 for 1 lobster, I'd say this is a good deal.
Very good.
After dinner, we watched an awesome sunset. Danny was too tired to go out, but I wanted a drink at Booty Bar. When I heard they had local beer for $1, I was in. Oh yeah, they also had dollar shots. These are my kind of people, and this is definitely my kind of place. Any day that you wake up in sunny Roatan, Honduras, it's a good day. I wanted to show you guys a little more of the West End where I'm staying. And while you watch, I'll let my dad serenade you with his song, Maria.
Maria, Maria.
Smoothie time at Salty Dog.
Come dance with me down by the sea. Just you and me down by the sea. Maria,
Healthy breakfast.
I didn't get my fix of exotic animals yesterday, so I'm heading over to Gumbalimba Park to hang out with some more. The wildlife roams freely around the park, so be careful where you step. And don't get too close to the iguanas, cause they can be feisty.
Jesus.
In case you're wondering why it's a little more expensive than the other animal parks, it's because it's on the beach and has its own private pool. They also have a snack bar, and you can go ziplining on the beach for an additional charge. But I'm heading over to the insectarium because it's included in my admission. Don't worry, they're not going to bite you. They're all dead inside glass display cases. Even dead, these guys are still cool to look at. After the insectarium, we headed into the man-made Coxon Cave. Even though it's man-made, it was home to some real bats. But if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. The cave was built to pay homage to Captain John Coxon. He was a well-known pirate who once raided the Gulf of Honduras. Some say his treasure's still hidden all around the island, but most scholars think 90% of it's been discovered. Will you find the other 10? Good luck to you. Legend has it it's guarded by orange iguanas. And by legend, I mean a rumor I'm creating right now. But couldn't you see Johnny Depp fighting one in the next Pirates of the Caribbean? I'd pay to go see that movie. Speaking of movies, this place feels like an adventure film set. Is Lara Croft tomb raiding around here? Is someone playing Jumanji? Is this even real life?
I feel like Indiana Jones.
I'm no Harrison Ford, but at least I made it across the bridge. Now it's time to chill with some birds.
I'm afraid he's gonna take my eye out and need an eye patch.
I'm totally joking. The birds are well trained and well behaved. They're allowed to fly freely around the island, but because their nests are here and they get fed here, they usually come back. Same is true for the monkeys. They are free range, but that makes them a little less predictable. So be prepared for random sneak attacks. But they don't want to hurt you, they just want to get some snacks. That apparently he thinks I'm hiding in my ear.
He just wants nuts and sunflower seeds.
Keep looking at the tree now.
Must be something in my shampoo, cause these guys love my head.
This is Mango. He likes the smell of my hair.
Hey, don't bite on his head. He's doing something to try to get train our attention to come over here.
They really did like my hair. At one point, I had 3 of them crawling all over me. And I don't know if they were trying to kiss me on the cheek, or if they just wanted to bite off my beard. But either way, I was going to let them have their way with me, because I did not feel like fighting off a wild pack of monkeys. After all, they were pretty friendly about it. On the way back to the parking lot, we got to stroll through some beautiful gardens. Saw some cashew nut trees, a sleeping sloth, a banana spider, and a mango tree. Among many other beautiful plants.
We really enjoyed our time at Gumbalimba Park. It's nice that the animals are all out in the open and running around.
When the monkeys jumped on my head, that was a really good part.
For lunch, I went to C Level Café and Bar. Got a burger and tater tots for $6.
Burger on the beach.
After a late lunch in the West End, I decided to walk around West Bay. Found some cool street musicians and some people doing a beach dance. After watching the dancers, I wandered over to Lena Parrilla to have some ceviche. You know, I do like cities and cold climate destinations, but I've come to realize I'm just a tropical kind of guy. I've lived the rat race of LA and New York. I've done construction in Maine. I'm done. I have set my eyes on new goals. I have begun merging from the fast to the slow lane. The only traffic I care to deal with for the rest of my life is a few passing boats on my way to my favorite beach. You probably thought I was going to cut on that downbeat, but you know what? What's the rush? I'm just going to let this shot roll out. Fresh, delicious ceviche. After dinner, I headed over to Bananarama to catch their live band, grabbed a $3 beer with Danny, and called it a night. Good morning, Mr. Spider. I'm going to get some street food for breakfast. I don't speak Spanish, and she didn't speak English, so I pointed to the fried food bowl, and she smiled. Literally no idea what she made me. But it was $3, and it was delicious. Finger-licking good. Roatan and Utila are known for diving. If you're gonna do it, go to Sundivers. I'll let my friend Martin tell you all about it.
Hello, I'm Martin from Roatan. Come and see us at Sundivers. If you're gonna get professionally certified for $2.99, Roatan is the place. We offer also fun dives for $30.
So rather than listen to me yap about how amazing diving is in Roatan, I'm going to let this footage speak for itself. Enjoy. They're not just saying that because I told them to. Look at this starfish. Honduras has some of the most abundant marine life on the planet. The reef that runs through this part of the world is the longest in the Atlantic Ocean. You're gonna see some awesome shit. So what do you think? Is Honduras a place you'd like to visit? I think it's safe to say I'll be back. Special thanks to Martine and Sundivers for the use of their drone and all this footage. Incredible. For lunch, I decided to go to Bean Crazy, Roatan's local roaster. Fans, air conditioning, and great coffee. But I wasn't there for the coffee. I got 2 Honduran baleadas for $3. Wait, what's this I see out the window? What are those crazy kids doing? Oh man! Wow, that looks awesome. I better go try it. It's an old sailboat with a ladder and rope swing. Not a bad way to spend an afternoon. If you're lucky, the local kids will be hanging out here and they can show you how to rock the boat back and forth to get the most air. There's quite an art to it. Just make sure to stay out of their way so they don't land on you. I thought about trying to climb up the mast, but that was followed by the thought of being in the hospital. I'll leave it to these young whippersnappers. They were doing cartwheels, front flips, back flips, all kinds of crazy crap. Future Olympian right there, 9.5 out of 10. And remember, I had to hold my camera, so I was impressed I could even stay on the rope. I decided to watch the rest of the action from a comfy seat at the Argentinian Grill. This will be my last meal in Honduras. It's hard for me to say goodbye. Every place I go is unique, but Roatan touched my heart. With views like this, how could it not? The free bread basket with oil and vinegar was a nice touch. This view with a salad for $5.29 and a beer for $2.50, it's pretty damn good. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Remember, you can do this too. Ooh, belly flop. He'll feel that in the morning.
Elizabeth of the island, walking down the beach, looks out over the ocean, feels the sand beneath her feet. She wonders what it all means. She wonders what it all means. Ends with love, begins with love, ends with love, begins with love. Kaya love.